How about that? Yeah, there we go.
I'm not muted. You're muted.
No, you're muted.
Your face is muted.
Your mom goes to muted. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the BIM podcast. I'm Mikey Pham, and this is Brendan Duncan, and we
Hi,
don't have
everybody.
Shartan and Wayne because they're dirty, nasty Euro trash. And we are your filthy Americans.
Yay! We are filthy Americans.
I need a bald eagle. Caw! But bald eagles don't sound like that. They sound like fucking seagulls. They're like, I was like, oh god, that's not very majestic at all.
Yeah.
Let's hear a bald eagle screech. Yeah, that's a good sound for it.
A skirt. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hope you shot now.
Come on, baby. Oh. No, you got.
Yeah, that's not majestic.
That's that sounds like he's scared.
It sounds like he's cold and wet.
No, help me.
He's stuck in a revolving door. Just help. I'm nervous.
No.
But if we had like yeah. I think America should have went with this. Yeah. Now that's a bird sound. That's how a bird's supposed to sound. Not no fucking I'm a rocking chair that's a squeaky door.
Well, we were supposed to be the turkey.
Yeah, what, Ben Franklin? Wasn't that his
Ben
idea?
was like, let's do that. Our state bird is the California quail. So make of that what you will.
As a Doug Funny enthusiast. Zero. Hey. It's your mother. Hey. Zero.
You get in
Hey,
trouble,
come here.
buddy.
Hey.
You get in trouble.
Come here. Zero.
What is he doing? Uh-oh. Oh no, Zero. Zero bad boy.
Shut your dumb ass up.
Oh,
Yeah, you can grumble all you want. That's fine, but don't do your yipe in a closed room with a baby. Her ears don't need to be damaged.
No.
By your shenanigans.
Yeah, let her damage it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, with house music. With Skrillex.
By becoming a professional DJ.
I have a lot of musical aspirations for this little girl. I hope she doesn't become a DJ. You can do whatever you want, just don't DJ. Anything but DJ. Speaking of kids hard at work.
I'm quaky, I'm tired, I worked hard at school. Okay?
Alright, so
Is that going on the soundboard? I don't know. That might be.
I work hard in school? Absolutely.
I'm cranky, I'm tired, I worked hard at school.
Yes.
for what? You don't want me to mess with you tonight?
No, I'm quaky, I'm tired, I worked hard at school. Watch
You're
out,
not going to
I-
wrestle here in a little bit?
Well, maybe.
Oh.
I got stop getting cranky and tired.
I've already got everything fed and watered.
I know.
Look at him walking like his fucking back is just
Ugh.
shot, man.
Had a day.
Already got the eggs. I did your job because I knew you was tired.
I'm tired, I worked hard at school.
I get that. I worked hard today.
With his sweet T-Rex t-shirt on. That is a sweet fucking T, man. I would have been friends with this kid. As soon as I saw that t-shirt, I'm like, hey, do you like dinosaurs? Me too. Are we friends now? Cool.
Today, too.
I don't know why you're so cranky.
I worked hard at school.
I worked hard at work, but I'm not as cranky as you.
We're
Hey,
going to get our stuff done.
his emotions are legitimate.
Yeah, validate the young man.
Yeah. Just say, you know what? I agree with you. I agree with
Some
you.
days are harder than others.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get some rest there, little champion.
Get some lemonade or something. It'll relax you. Good times. Good times.
You know what? I think there's a T-Rex special coming up on PBS. Why don't you just go ahead, park it, get your tablet, because I know you want to noodle on that thing. Have yourself some juice here.
There you go.
We'll talk about this in half an hour.
Yeah. Give yourself some time to decompress.
And I think that's a valuable thing that I learned as an adult. Is like after work, everyone needs to get the fuck away from me for about 45 minutes. Like I'm not interested. I don't want to talk to anybody. I love you all, but get the hell away from me. Don't
Please
say anything.
do not need me. Do not need me.
Don't say any words to me.
Yeah.
Because if any of your words match the words of the dumb people I had to deal with today, I'm gonna lose it.
Yes.
Speaking of losing it.
Uh-oh. What we got? Oh!
Former Health Speaker Kevin McCarthy, leaving Congress this year, will not run for re-election in 2024.
Boo. Boo.
They hurt your feelings. That hurt your feelings, Kev. You know what it was? It was them bringing in Mike Johnson. It was a bridge too far.
Yeah.
I know y'all didn't put MAGA Mike in here instead of me. This is some bullshit. You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going home. I have to take this. I'm gonna be a lobbyist in 3 years.
Good.
Take this.
Kevin McCarthy is from California, so maybe we can actually work on flipping his seat to somebody who will actually be useful.
What's his where's his district? He's probably what, Bakersfield or some shit?
Yeah, it's somewhere around there. Yeah. The conservative side of things, right?
So I'm in a conflicted spot. And
Yeah.
this little girl is crazy.
Woohoo.
So Matt Gaetz on X says Nick leaving. Now, see, here's the thing. I hate Matt Gaetz. He's a fucking slime ball, but because these guys are infighting, I have to laugh at some of their jokes, and I don't want to. But it's funny. And it's funny that Matt Gaetz is on Twitter calling him Mick leaving. Like, that's funny.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you think you can make jokes about people.
Remember, Republicans are not funny, so they have to pretend.
No, but they are funny when they attack each other.
They're unintentionally
Oh,
funny.
yeah, he's not trying
There's
to
a
be
difference
funny.
between actually like being comedic and then just
Right.
doing funny shit. Like,
Oh, you mean like this?
of all people, of Matt Gaetz, like that
mean-
guy has zero sense of humor.
You mean stuff like this?
Hold on, I'm not done. Like that's just, think about that. Employees who are on probation, who have minor disciplinary actions, and trainees, they're allowed
John Winkle, what's up? Is that very red Bakersfield? Yep, makes sense.
Yeah,
to telework.
yeah.
So wouldn't it make more sense for these workers under probation or who have had these disciplinary actions or trainees to work in the office to ensure improvement or to monitor their behavior?
Does it show? Oh, they got the damn lower third here. What? Do you
Yeah.
remember what his title was?
No.
See if it's in the description here. Orrin Hank McNelly, the executive counselor of the Social Security Administration. So he's in charge of Social Security, or he's the executive counselor of Social Security. And she's asking him, so I see that some people are in their probationary period. Are they clocking in or working from home? Answer the question. This guy is probably not the guy.
You probably want HR,
Someone in charge of schedules, you know.
human resources, yeah.
Someone who even knows which building these people are in.
Probably not the executive counselor, probably the coordinator.
Probably the shift
Office
supervisor.
Right.
The manager.
Manager.
Are you asking for the fucking manager? Marjorie Bober Green?
So there is the authority to grant telework in those particular
Marge,
cases.
Can we
What I
just
would tell
combine
you is
them?
what we learned coming out
Are
of
we
the
just combining
pandemic.
them into
is-
one
Maybe
person?
she can be. Maybe we can have. What's MT? What's her? Hold on. I'm working on it. Because I'm thinking we can have like a Lobo. Oh, I don't know.
That our front
Okay.
office workers, specifically the trainees that you're talking about, they did not feel connected to the mission, and they did not feel connected to the teams that they were working with. So
It took a pandemic to realize that you can't train someone from home, that they need to be in person and connected to the team to actually learn how to do their.
So during a pandemic, what else are you supposed to do, lady?
Remember, these people do not believe in the pandemic.
Right.
They thought it was a form of government control.
Yeah.
So
Oh, they-
she's trying to prove her point.
Aha.
So this is the problem with these Republican arguments, right? It's not about gaining information. It's about having your thoughts validated. It's about having your feelings validated.
It's
And
about
she's trying to get him to validate her feelings.
I need him to say the words on the meme I saw on Facebook when I was taking a
Right.
shit this morning.
Their job.
Well, no, that was the feedback that we got from them. And so when we had the opportunity to participate in a approach to get those individuals
It sounds like he did like a employee survey and they reacted to the fucking feedback.
Yeah,
Oops.
she's like, well, they're not in house, so maybe that's a bad idea. And he goes, yeah, they actually said it was a bad idea.
Yeah, at our
Like,
meetings.
we actually agree on that, and
We-
you're not
We have an
you're
open door
not
policy.
gotcha me.
We have an open door policy here in my office. So yeah, they expressed their concerns. So I
That's it.
adjusted
They-
the policy.
They said exactly that. We're agreeing. Perfect. We're in agreement. Thank you for.
Yeah, that's what we did.
into the office so that they could work together. That's something that we do on a regular basis.
Well, it's unfortunate that you even had to experiment with that and receive that feedback to understand that.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
She doesn't. She's not listening.
Yeah, if this was 2020, she would be crushing this guy right now.
Right.
However, it's 2023.
We've learned. We're moving. It's not a pandemic that showed them this. It was literally people saying that.
They asked for it.
Yeah.
Literally asked for it.
They said,
Someone
"Hey,
isn't going
something's wrong."
to train well from home for a brand new position. Anyway, getting back to the Social Security Administration, do you know how many applications are currently on backlog?
What types of applications are you referring to?
Didn't even know it was different kinds. Ah, shit. Here we go.
All sorts of applications that you have here in the
All sorts.
All sorts.
All sorts. Damn, Bobo.
administration. For instance,
This woman is getting paid
More than
by
us.
tax dollars. By tax dollars.
A damn shame.
at the beginning of this
Yes.
year, the Social
I'm running for office.
Security Administration
Just
reported
ran her office
that
and
there
do
were
nothing.
approximately
I could still do the show. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. She doesn't do shit.
I want to know how many votes she's voted on. What's her voting record? Lauren
I'll move to Colorado.
Bober voting.
I'll be like,
record.
I will take a $10,000 pay cut and will not vote at all.
Yeah.
I will just hold the seat. Y'all ain't got to worry about shit. It would make you a very popular
Okay.
congressperson if you did. I should try. To the mountains.
Exactly.
Speaking of the mountains, located in Boulder.
Ooh.
AppliedBrainSciences.com.
107,000
That's
applications
a big number, huh?
in the
Come on, woman.
backlog. For reference,
You got
in
it.
January 2020,
Sound it out.
there were only
You could do it.
41,000.
I believe in you.
Now, this has resulted in several of my constituents receiving unsatisfactory customer service.
Oh, yeah. And she got the manager now, baby. I got the fucking executive counselor It's Karen time.
Do do do.
Which her hair just like shortens into a pixie. No. Leveling
Ex-
up.
Statement earrings and perfect.
Live, laugh, love just comes up on a hoodie that she wasn't wearing a second ago. Like, no.
Wait, I didn't ask for this.
To receive the benefits that they have worked for their entire lives. In fact, 3 out of 5 applicants.
The Republicans are always voting to increase Social Security, right? Or are they always trying to like get rid of it?
I think.
I can't remember which one it is. One of those.
Who are applying for their Social Security benefits. 3 out of 5 applicants will be denied benefits after waiting for approximately 7 months. About 8,000 people file for bankruptcy, and approximately
Sounds like you should really do something about that.
10,000 people die each year while awaiting a decision from your agency.
So are you telling me 10,000 elderly people died? Well, I mean,
All the while, you all are allowing delinquent employees to sit on their sofas at home instead of
see, they need to pull.
This-
See, lazy liberals.
This is what, like, he looks at her and goes, "You're kidding, right?"
She is that stupid.
actually getting to work and doing their jobs. This is absolutely unacceptable.
So our employees are working whether they are in the office or at home, and they are
Are you
expected.
monitoring the work that they are doing from home on a regular basis?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Every
Yowzers.
This is.
Yowzers.
I mean, I would not be
Yes,
looking
we
at
are.
her with a straight face. Like, the fact that he could just stare at her
Thank you.
and be like,
Are you kidding me?
are you, is this real? Like, am I being punked? Like,
It's real life.
like, this isn't, no, this can't be real, because no sane person, no intellectually exuberant person would understand that there is no there, she doesn't get it.
Whatever, liberal.
Exactly.
Play, damn it.
So our employees are working whether they are in the office or at home, and they are
Are
expected.
you monitoring the work that they are doing from home on a
She cut him off quick too. Damn.
regular basis?
Yes, we are.
Every employee, do you have the numbers of the hours that are submitted? Are you counting how many times they're logging into their computers?
What the hell, girl? now you fishing. Now you fishing. You just casting shit everywhere.
And responding to
Yeah, the whole water is filled with hooks. Who's doing this?
casework?
So our employees are subject to the same performance management processes and oversight they are whether they're teleworking or working in an office. And we have systems in place that our managers use to schedule, assign.
Oh, managers.
Oh, the people in charge of the people.
And track workloads. And that includes individual employee workloads in many cases. So real-time understanding of what actions are being processed at any particular given time. Additionally,
Man, it's almost like those people's like computers were like connected through a system of tubes.
It's like an interconnected web of computers.
Intercontubulars.
our employees are required to be accessible to their supervisors, clients,
Don't tell him.
CompuTubes. We'll call them CompuTubes.
CompuTubes.
colleagues, and external parties during work hours via a variety of means, including instant messaging, video platforms, and telephone. They are connected to the workplace, whether they are in the office or at the home.
Then why is the backlogs for Social Security applicants increased from 41,000?
Now, see, I can already guess what the answer is, but why this line of questioning, right? Like, because I'm if I zoom out, what's the soundbite she's going for? Like what's
the purpose? What's her gotcha?
Do you have a goal here? And I think this was the goal, but damn, did it fail.
to $107,000.
Because we've been historically underfunded for a number of years now.
I don't think you're underfunded. You're funded at
Oh,
Well, she doesn't think so.
no,
I guess he's wrong. She doesn't think
but
so.
her answer to this, or her response to what he just said, is probably the most out of left field response I have heard from her.
Left field Bobo. That's what I'm calling her from now on.
Historically underfunded for a number of years now.
I don't think you're underfunded. You're funded at the Nancy Pelosi levels. At the Democrat levels, we just continued that same funding
So I would say
at pandemic level spending.
So I'd say we'd have an increase of over 8 million beneficiaries over the last 10 years. At the same time, we experienced our lowest work staffing levels at the end of FY22. That's a math problem. I mean,
Well, there you go, diggity dum dum.
Like,
You gave us the same amount of money we had when we had the fewest number of employees.
yeah,
We're underfunded.
that's their point. The Republican, for some reason, I have no idea why, the Republicans believe that Social Security is the reason for our financial problems.
No, it's totally not our defense budget.
It's actually not.
It's definitely not our defense budget. And don't
No.
bring it up again,
Yeah.
because that's not the right answer.
And so the idea is that she's literally saying we give you too much money for doing not your job. But he's telling her the complete opposite. We don't have enough money to do our job. And she's not listening.
Well,
This is the thing about, like, what we were talking about earlier before the show. We were talking about the art of the debate
mhm.
being destroyed.
Completely
this-
lost.
This goes from the debate stage to the real world, and it shows that she's not listening. She's
No.
not hearing him and saying, "Oh, thank you for telling me that. Let me." She has an agenda. She has words
script.
she must say.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't say that, her donors do not give her money.
But
She
and that's-
doesn't care what they're saying.
So here's the thing, though. What donor could possibly, you know what I mean? Like, I still don't get how lighting up the Social Security, like, that is the one thing that Republicans, I thought they fucking figured out 2 cycles ago. You
can't
need
do
to
that.
stop fucking threatening Social Security. Like, you keep getting railroaded every time you do. Like, the American
Well,
people are not joking about that shit. Like, do not
Biden
touch
did
it.
that. Remember when Biden did that in the State of the Union?
Mm-hmm.
And he called them out and said, "Hey, the Republicans are here to destroy Social Security."
Oh, yeah.
And
Now I know what you're talking about.
Madge stood up and started
Yeah.
shouting
In her-
fire,
in her-
and he's
In her
like,
Cruella de Vil coat.
"All
yeah.
right." Like, there you have it. They say that they don't want to destroy Social Security.
Yep.
So let's hold them accountable for that. But they have consistently tried to destroy Social Security, which first off is underfunded because we put caps on it. We put caps on how much somebody can put into Social Security.
What is the cap? No, offhand?
I don't know. Which then limits the amount of money Social Security has. My generation may not ever get Social Security. Yeah,
Yeah, it's 168,600.
that's not enough to live by.
Oh, whoa. So this is. So if you make over that, you don't have to pay over the limit? Wait a minute. In 2024, the Social Security wage base limit. What's the wage base limit? Tim! Is set to rise
He's
to.
an intelligent person.
He's damn near a CPA, if he isn't. For 2020, the base rate is 160. If you earn more than 160,200 this year, you won't have to pay the Social Security payroll tax on the amount that exceeds that limit. So I guess after all of your earnings after that are not hit with the Social Security tax. That seems a bit low.
Yeah.
I think that should be at least to 250 where FDIC is.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, that's secured money. It's not like people who are risking the farm and shit like that, or some guy with a, yeah, that's not anywhere near high enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, it's
Good for us. You know what I mean? Because that's like, I mean, in California, I mean, a family, just a husband and a wife, if they have a house and they're like in their 40s, they're probably pulling in like $400,000 a year just because
Yeah.
it's so expensive there because of the cost
Yeah.
of living. So
Yeah.
like that's literally nothing.
yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. No wonder they're underfunded.
Oh Lord.
And that is a problem. If you have those workloads, increasing, and you don't have the staff to take care of those workloads, you're going to have the backlogs that you're talking about, Representative.
Well, I would love to see, hear more reports of your staff actually working in person and in.
Well, no one cares what you want. Speaking of things that everybody wants, John Fetterman, he is the king of the North this week.
Yes.
All hail the king of the North.
It's
This is so good. So
beautiful.
John Fetterman, if you guys don't remember, he's the Pennsylvania.
Senator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania senator, and he recently had a stroke, like right after his election, and he's been on the mend. But the brain is firing on all cylinders because my man has thought up one of the très magnifique trolls I have ever experienced. This is high level trolling, and as a troll, I can really appreciate someone who has an idea. They have the spark, that inspiration, and then they get their pieces together. They surround themselves with a good team. They execute the plan, and they celebrate their rewards. John Fetterman has nailed George Santos
Snaps.
to this is the funniest shit, right? On X, John Fetterman says this: I thought my ethically challenged colleague at Bob Menendez could use some encouragement given his substantial legal problems. So I approached a seasoned expert on the matter to give Bobby from Jersey some advice.
Look, I don't think I need to tell you, but these people that want to make you get in trouble and want to kick you out and make you run away, you make them put up or shut up. You stand your ground, sir, and don't get bogged down by all the haters out there. Stay strong. Merry Christmas.
I feel yucky after that. Like the smile, that smile at the end when he says Merry Christmas, it's almost like he's forcing me to have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Do it.
I dare. It's so dirty.
Dude, to think to go on the guy's Cameo and have him talk shit to another guy with a fake name is so meta. John Fetterman is just like this cosmic brain comedian. Like, this is funny. This is political comedy.
Yeah.
To trick people on their Cameo to fucking read shit for other like that's
Very
my
nice.
hats off.
Very nice.
Fucking
Very
you get
good. It's a good time. It's a good time.
John Fetterman, you do it again. Segue.
Yeah.
Insert segue here.
Speaking of dumpster fires.
So Jamal Brown or Bauman, not Brown. Jamal Brown too. He can get the fuck out of here. House lawmakers debate censure attempts against Rep. Jamal, quote unquote Brown Bauman, Democrat from New York.
Have you ever seen him in the same building?
Not today. Over fire alarm incident. Now, Brenna, you're probably wondering what the figgity fuck is he talking about? Oh, we're talking about one of the most diabolical crimes that has ever happened in the nation's capital.
Ooh. So,
He got-
like
yes.
January 6th?
Worse.
Worse than
There was more
January 6th.
bloodshed.
There was more bloodshed.
Um,
Let's see. Did he vanquish a firearm in the
Yes.
chambers?
yes, he did.
Firearm. Okay.
Yeah.
Did he
you mean
threaten
brandish?
brandish? Yes.
There you go. I was like, vanquish. Yes, he killed a firearm. I think.
Brandish a firearm. Did he intentionally harm another person while on the Capitol grounds?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, well, no, worse.
Were multiple people involved in this?
Oh, absolutely. It was a real shit show down there. They almost had to call in
Okay.
the National Guard.
Oh no. So that's serious. Was a high-ranking official in danger, such as the vice president or Speaker of the House?
Well, I don't want to say too much, but I will say that there were lights and sirens for the
Oh.
calamity that this man
Oh.
brought down on your nation.
Just-
Look at me, you motherfuckers out there. Your nation's capital was lights and sirens, code 3,
So-
because of this guy.
so
and you're
this
gonna
one-
just take it.
This one person.
Yeah,
So this person must have a lot of power and influence.
absolutely. He's
In order to-
he's a freshman Democrat.
Freshman Democrat.
Yeah, he's new.
Neither of those are a lot of power.
He's he got lost and he couldn't find his way to navigate through the tunnel systems that is DC, and got himself
Because it's insane.
himself fucked up, and I guess he tried to like boop and pulled the fire alarm. So he missed his vote because he had to get his ticket for pulling the fire alarm when you're not supposed to. That's you're not allowed to do that. Even if
Yeah.
it's on accident, you got to get a ticket. So he got
Yeah.
his ticket, and he was very sorry.
True.
But don't let me mislead you.
Gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I will yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from New York, Mr. Ocasio-Cortez.
The gentlelady is recognized for 2 minutes.
I think the
She's
ranking.
got a slamming outfit, though.
We haven't heard from her in quite some time. I think it's been several months since we've had any AOC content. Welcome back.
Of quality. I mean, she shows up every once in a while, but
Yeah.
it's mostly on the side. Slamming outfit, by the way.
Yeah, I
Great,
like it.
great colors. I like the colors. I like the flow of it.
Ranking member, Mr. Chair, I think the Republican side of the aisle made the
Movement.
case quite clearly today as to why we should not vote for censure. Right now, you can tell how
That's a
weak
sweater
their
dress.
arguments
That's
are
a
because they are grasping for
Classic. I'm admiring her outfit. It's very nice.
You know, all I can think when I see that thing, number one, does it go in the washing machine? Number two, if you put it in the dryer.
Does
Number
it-
three, how the hell do you put that on a hanger? It's so flowy, it just falls off.
It's very heavy, right?
Yeah, it's like very heavy on the bottom.
It
There's nothing
stretches. It will stretch if you put it on a hanger.
It'll just slide right off.
So I'm assuming that she probably folds it in half and puts it on a hanger so that it doesn't. There's not a lot of weight on it.
They should make hangers that go all the way through the arms. I'll be
Uh-oh.
right back.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
they do have dress form hangers, by the way.
straws, trying to do their best My Cousin Vinny impersonation as to breaking down what happened here with a fire
If you
alarm.
haven't watched
Jamal
My Cousin Vinny,
Bowman.
please do.
Yeah, possibly one of the greatest lawyer films of all time.
Ooh.
Equal parts law and hilarious.
So good.
Marissa Tomei at her peak Marissa Tomei.
Oscar.
1968 Pontiac Tempest.
Ugh, so good.
Are
Love
you
that.
sure? I'm positive.
Has more courage in his pinky finger than the entire Republican.
Whoa, that's disrespectful. Some people don't have pinky fingers.
Republican Party put together, more integrity than the entire Republican Party put together. And that's exactly why they're moving to censure him today. Let me tell you what's actually going on. New York Republicans are so embarrassed that they propped up George Santos.
What? There is nothing wrong with George Santos, okay? He is fine. He does cameos now because he's not in Congress.
George Santos did not get fired. He did not lose his job.
Got him elected to office and then had to turn around and vote to expel him.
He's now president of Nicaragua.
To distract the entire world from their massive embarrassment. New York Republicans are so embarrassed that they have not accomplished a damn thing for New Yorkers this entire year, that they have to find a distraction. So they've decided to target one of the first black men to ever represent Westchester County in the United States Congress for censure. That is what today is about. And New York Republicans are so unfocused and so unable
goddamn,
to make people's lives better.
Yeah, focus up, bitches.
That they've decided to bully their colleague. That's what today is about. They're wasting our time. They're wasting the country's time over some petty what rises to censure. I mean, truly, these arguments that are being made here, what's next? Jaywalking?
I think that has to go on the board. I think that's just too good. I think that's just too good.
Dude, we're in a fascist country.
What's next? Jaywalking? That's good.
Truly, these arguments that are being made here, what's next? Truly, these arguments that are being made here, what's next? Jaywalking? Do you want to get us for jaywalking? For not crossing the street correctly? Is that what you're going to raise for censure next? This is truly ridiculous. It's beneath the character of the House, and it is beneath the stature and the status of what rises to consideration before this body. And with that, I yield back.
No, she's a real dumb girl. She's just there because she's cute. That's the only reason. You learned the hard way, didn't you, brother? Yeah, she waited tables and tended bar. She can deal with y'all asses.
Yeah, you're the least of her problems.
Yeah.
Her ass has been grabbed. It's okay. You are the worst.
I need to put him on the soundboard. Come on, little hawk. Get on the soundboard too, but
you deserve it.
Yeah, you deserve to be on the board. I think that's all we got for today. Nice and short and sweet show for you. Delicious people. How do you guys think about the banner? Did you guys like the thumbnail? That's our little logo thing for the very cool Filthy American show that will be coming on a separate day of the week that we haven't decided on yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten that far, but
we're not that far yet.
we've been working on it.
It's holiday time. There's other stuff going on the network. We have personal lives. My child is constantly trying to eat stuff that she shouldn't, like the cat and the dog and my wife. She's abusive to my wife. Like, she's very sweet and huggy with me, and then as soon as Kristen gets home, she's like,
nom.
Wow. Well, I was like, geez, stop.
Like, no.
Like, bam. She just smashes.
She's exploring. Well, it's all that black holes that you're introducing her to. They're very violent. You know what? It's a lot of violence that you're.
Yeah, those helium gas clouds are really
They're aggressive.
Oh, it's dead. I was gonna show you. Yeah, she loves the PBS Nova special, Black Hole Catastrophe, or Black Hole Doomsday, or something like that.
You might as well be watching true crime documentaries.
I didn't know True Detective was gonna be as good as it was. I've watched season 1 of True Detective about 6 times.
I haven't watched it, but everybody that have told me said it's the world's most perfect television show.
It's the best season of one show I've ever watched. I had no idea I liked Matthew McConaughey. I had no idea I liked Woody Harrelson that much.
Yeah. New things.
Woody is the man. Oh, and you know what? Now that I'm scrolling here on YouTube instead of talking and closing the show, I see here they have a picture or a thumbnail of the Capitol and then like the noose and all that stuff. I think I'm going to use that image for our new line of products. So, hey guys, let me go solo screen. Hey guys, Mikey Famine here. I know the political season is just starting and Christmas season is already upon us. That's why, starting in January, we're going to start making a lot of political t-shirts for you to wear out and about and to, you know, influence your neighbors. So one of those great t-shirts, just for example, is our Hey Mike Pence. Hey Mike Pence, because we're fairly certain that that's what they were chanting on January 6th when they were walking around with the rope looking for Mike Pence.
Just like Boo Earns. Boo Earns.
Yeah. Like they had their Let's Go Brandon. Like that's very cute. I will put up the links and everything, but make sure you get your Hey Mike Pence shirts today.
Yeah. Hey Mike.
That's totally what they were saying. They were saying, "Hey, Mike Pence. Hey, Pence."
They were not promoting violence.
I have a rope, Mike Pence. Like,
hey.
They definitely didn't stop at Home Depot and construct a fucking gallows in the fucking courtyard. Like, jeez.
But that's funny, right?
It was just a joke.
It's funny.
You know, MTG.
I think it's a really major mistake and an insult to me.
She legitimately thinks that the people who are in jail from their involvement on January 6th are political prisoners and political refugees.
Yeah.
She thinks they are unjustly imprisoned for things that they did, for crimes they did not commit.
Yeah.
And she's serious.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, bro, how do you think they found you?
How many times did the foil hat come out last night during Vivek Ramaswamy? And like that man was born with a foil hat on.
I can usually stomach the stupid shit, but his transphobic shit just fucking flips my fucking switch and I get mad. Like I don't even want to fucking like listen to his shit. It's just like I can't even like make a joke about this. Like I want to just fucking I want to hit something.
And it's not like he's like some of the Republicans at least are like they kind of hold back a little bit and they try to, you know, skirt the question.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to out Trump and just be like, nah, and just come out and say all these horrible stuff. And he's trying to out Trump. He's trying to get that I'm the next Trump.
Yeah, he's trying to edgelord his way into the fucking office because that's what Trump did. But
yeah,
but it
hurts people in the end.
And for him to talk like that, being Indian, somebody saved you from getting your ass whooped a couple of times. Can guarantee it. Somebody interceded from him getting his ass whooped growing up. And maybe they shouldn't have. Because talking like that, he talks like somebody who's behind a big guy talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't talk
He's
like
a troll.
he doesn't talk like somebody who is willing to do battle with someone in martial combat or even conversation, even argument, even debate.
Yeah.
He won't debate. He has to go to ad hominems. He has to go to logical fallacies. He has to go to like just literally lying.
Yeah.
Or just accusing other people of lying so that they have to waste their time defending a lie. Like, this is all Gish Gallop fucking street epistemology. Like, this is, I've seen 10,000 atheist Christian debates. This is so fucking front door and easy.
Mm-hmm.
But the format of debates, like we were saying before, it's not a debate anymore. And now they let everybody just shout over the top of each other and just keep going. It's
it stopped being debate and started being a show. And it's about who the loudest voice in the room is.
Yeah.
And Like you can tell that this format that they created for this, even just this particular debate,
Yeah.
this was the intended outcome was for them to yell at each other. They wanted that. They said that in the beginning.
Yep.
Like I was watching like the debate prep kind of stuff that they were doing before. The whole intention of that was to pit them against each other, to create the Jerry Springer scenario that it turned out to be. The only difference was there wasn't any actual physical punching, but
Nobody slept with anybody's sister.
you don't know that.
I don't know that. You're right. That was cap.
You don't know that. You don't know that was just not mentioned. That was just not a topic.
We didn't get. They ran out of time.
Yeah, they ran out of time. Definitely ran out of time. That was the whole point of it. It had absolutely nothing to do with the integrity of having a debate, an actual debate about policies, about ideals, about what things will be different, and how to change from the obvious front runner who was not there. And they didn't even go after Trump enough to make it worthwhile. It was 2 hours of a debate.
10 sentences.
And nothing happened. Yeah, nothing happened. Nothing changed. It just made Nikki Haley the target.
And
that was the only reason.
And she played it the right way. She waited and waited and waited, and then here comes Chris Christie, the White Knight, and now she's the victim, and she wins the night. Because she got picked on by the kid with the weird fucking big ass head.
Yeah.
Like the little light bulb head motherfucker. Just kept on and on and on. And then it's like, it was nice when Chris Christie said, oh, you know what? You've been doing nothing but launching personal insults at this lady. And I've been working with her. I've known her for 12 years. She's a fine lady. Yeah, that's great. After the commercial break, Vivek goes into a whole transphobic rant. And now Chris Christie's fucking lips are stuck together. Yeah. So as soon as you think you like somebody, as soon as you think they have integrity and they're going to do the right thing when they're in the hot seat, this guy's literally insulting who you want, like your citizens. Like if you want to be president, these are the citizens that you will be beholden to, who you're promising and taking that oath to preserve and protect. Like that's those people. Those are the ones he's talking about. People. And you won't defend them. So why the fuck would you defend them when you're in office? You won't defend them on stage against a fucking idiot kid with a stupid haircut.
Yeah.
And Just for Men. Make sure you take your glasses. Hey, Vivek, make sure you take your fucking glasses off when you put on the Just for Men next time. We won't see the lines. Yeah,
it was. I mean, none of those people are actually going to even be the nominee. Chris Christie is like the least among them.
Yeah.
Right now. He has no other job than to not be Trump. That's his whole point. And he has, because Vivek is so Trumpy that he has to counter that. There's not going to be like it's not going to be what the outcome of this has absolutely nothing to do with president. It's I have to get my face out there. Somebody has to know who I am. Also, a quick thing about the Gavin Newsom Ron DeSantis debate. Again, really wasn't a debate. It really was. It was Ron DeSantis testing out his material for the Joe Biden DeSantis matchup that he's hoping for that he'll never get.
Not gonna happen, dude.
It's not gonna happen.
You're not in that weight class,
and
buddy.
He did such a bad job because he was a broken record. He had nothing new to say.
Nope.
He said the same line 20 times. Like there was nothing else he could say, and he wasn't listening. But what I really enjoyed about that, and I already told Mikey this, and I'll tell you everybody else. Gavin, my governor,
OG.
like
Big G.
He turned around and said, "Look, you can insult me. You can, the way I look, you could do whatever you want to me. But those people, the people that are being affected by your don't say gay, your anti-trans, your gender studies, your
anti-CRT,
all these people that you're attacking, I find that to be cruel." Like, he called out Ron DeSantis on the shit that's been going down and saying, "Look, do whatever you want, say whatever you want about me, but that is disparaging. And that is not a leader."
And that's the thing, because even Republicans had a line. Like, when we were in high school, Republicans had a line. And we brought this up a couple of times, but even John McCain said, "I'm not going to let you personally disparage Barack Obama. I'm not going to let you do it. Like, he's not what you're saying he is. He's not a Muslim. He's a fine man. He's a Christian man. La da da da. He's not what you say he is. You shouldn't say that. I just disagree with you, ma'am." And it was an old white lady, and he's an old white man, and he's just like, no, sorry, not going there with you. That's that level of maturity is lacking. It's just not there anymore. Like, they're all fucking Twitter kids. They're all fucking trying to get reposts on fucking True Social, and they're, I have to raise money, and I have to, like, I don't think, maybe it's because they don't have any like leadership, or maybe it's because they haven't been in their seats long enough, but they're all running around like they have to make the most attention, or they're gonna get like voted off the island. Like, it feels like Survivor or some shit.
There's no policy that they can hold on to.
Yeah, they don't have any ideas.
Their policies that they believe in or they want are highly unpopular amongst voting citizens.
Yeah, like abortion. Like, they keep trying to go after abortion, and even Nikki Haley's like, "We should probably leave abortion alone.
Yeah.
We should probably just let that one go for now."
Yeah, there's more stuff that we really need to focus on. Mm-hmm. And I think that is the major problem right now with the Republican Party and the way that they're looking for leadership, because they're bringing in people, and we've seen them bring in people and then kick out people that have nothing to contribute to their status. Like, they're creating their own problems out of thin air.
I mean, look at how long it took them to get a speaker.
Yeah.
That's because there's no one in charge. They don't have any ideas that someone is spearheading, and then that person becomes a de facto. Right.
They don't have consistency on their policy or what their ideas are. Now, you can, which is perfectly normal in any party, to not agree fully.
Right.
But there's also a point where you come together and you go, "Look, we're not going to agree on this, but can we agree on something?" And that's the problem with the Republican Party. They will not come together and agree on anything. If they don't get their tax breaks, their not funding of Ukraine, not getting the funding of Ukraine, the abortion thing. So, like, the abortion and the military thing that Tommy Tuberville finally just gave up on after pretty much destroying what we still had of the military. Like, those things, they can't even find anything within that.
There's no middle ground, because it's like they've all climbed up a tree and cut the rope ladder behind them, and now they're up in this fucking tree, and they have nothing. So they're just yelling from the top of the tree whatever they can yell, because I don't know where else they're trying to go. Like, the things you're trying to do are fundamentally, you're never going to get the votes for them. Like if we wanted a constitutional convention, the chances of that are just as likely as you trying to fucking ensure that everyone has open carry, or that all drag shows are banned, or like the chances are the same. So from a strategic, politically advantageous standpoint, they don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. And so we're just watching them fucking, the House is censuring someone for pulling a fucking fire alarm. Like, what?
That to me is like, that's obvious retaliation. That has nothing to do with the fact that the fire alarm was pulled. That is retaliation against the Democratic Party that in the House.
Oh,
because of what they have helped lead to the demise of the Republican Party.
Yep.
The Democrats have handed them the plate in which to put their dinner on. Like,
drop the shovel. We always say it here. First rule about being in a hole is drop the shovel. They didn't listen.
Yeah, exactly.
It made a better shovel down in that hole, and now they can't get out.
They can't get out. They're stuck, and there is, without some dramatic leadership changes, the Republican parties are never going to be the same. It's never going to be what you and I grew up with.
Yeah.
Like going, like actually looking at their policies and listening to what they have to say, and then using their arguments to figure out whether or not you agree with them, or whether or not that was a way. We used to have it where conservatism and liberalism actually was able to exist at the same time.
Yeah.
And we no longer have that.
Yeah, there would be argument and debate, and people's minds would change. People would be convinced on either side of the aisle that, you know what, this is the better thing for the people right now. Okay, yeah, I'll go with it.
Yeah.
There is none of that now, because everything's on party lines, and all the party lines are on money lines. So whoever is getting the most money for something, if there's bipartisan money going into this project, then you will get progress on it. But if bipartisan money isn't going into it, then if you're not paying off both sides of the aisle, then you don't get shit. And I don't know if anybody else realized, but we're in a fucking recession right now.
Why do you think Nikki Haley was attacked so much last night? She got the Koch brothers money.
Yep.
That's money. She's getting money from the Koch brothers. They bypassed everybody else to give it to her.
What if she gets the nomination, what percentage chance do you think she has to win?
Percentage chance? Not very much. I mean, you just immediately attack the fact that she's whitewashing herself. Like,
or what percentage of the vote do you think she'll get? That's probably a better question.
For pretty average, 46 or something, I think that is. Isn't that the average for a Republican?
I think she'll get around. I think if she gets the nomination, she might crack 30. I don't think they're clapping on TV. But lady, you're still brown and you're still a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And when that thing slides closed, they're gonna either not vote for you, or they're gonna write in
third
Trump,
party.
or you know what I mean. They're not voting Democrat, or they just won't go at all. I think it'll be the same thing as Hillary. The American people do not like when someone is forced on them, when they feel like the incoming person has like an entitlement kind of thing, right or left. Motherfuckers don't like arrogance.
Yeah.
And she's just at that point. Now that she's got the money, she just stood up there on stage very arrogant and very confident that I'm not worried about anything you're talking about.
Well, she knew she was going to get attacked because she did get the money, and her star's on the rise, as they say.
Yeah.
She knew she was going to get attacked. Like that's kind, anybody who's seen a debate, that's what you do. You attack the person who's can take over. So that's what Trump did. He just started picking people off until there was nobody left, until everybody else was so scared of him.
You think Chris Christie wants to be VP?
No.
VP for Haley?
No.
You think he would say yes if she asked?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think he wants to. I don't think he's looking for that. He wants to show what it's like to be against Trump in the Republican Party, and that it's okay. I think
And isn't it crazy that Chris Christie is trying to be the moderate here? Like he's
That's
barely.
how far. That's
Yeah.
how far right these people have. Chris Christie
Yes,
is the level-headed one.
he's the one pulling everyone back towards the center.
He's the
Him.
level-headed one.
He's the liberal on the fucking stage.
Liz Cheney is doing the same thing. She's a Republican. She's a right winger, but they've moved so far that she's a level-headed version of what a Republican is. That's
Yeah.
how bad we've come.
Yeah.
That's how far they've fallen. So
There's
we're
the-
stuck with this.
The death of the statesman.
Yeah.
The person who does what they need to do to take care of their
The
constituents.
people who
and-
look at their people.
Yeah.
And so I've watched politics for years now, and there are some people that go like, look, I don't agree with this, this policy, but my constituents do.
Right.
And that had a lot Obamacare was a big one for that. Where it's like, look, I don't want this, but they want it, and I have to go with them.
Yeah,
because
I'm supposed
they're
to
the ones
I
that
vote their interest.
voted. Yeah, they voted me in, so I'm a representative of that. We have lost that.
Yeah, they don't care anymore. They're like, well, I'm here now, so you'll do what I say. And it's like,
I'm getting paid either way. I don't
Yeah.
even have to show up and I get paid.
and that's crazy.
I
So,
get an office, I get staff, I get a special phone and a special
Esteem.
iPad.
I got security clearances. I'm very important.
I have my own Twitter feed. Like, they get all this stuff and they don't have to do anything but troll. Like, they just shout at the top of their lungs while
No.
they're plugging their ears.
Vote.org or no, vote.gov. Make sure you're registered.
Yep.
You can check the status of your registration
And-
or register or go to the DMV.
Like, I'm going to make sure that we talk about this until election day, but this is not a vote, against, Joe Biden and Trump. This is democracy versus authoritarian. I cannot live in a country that has Donald Trump as a president. They will create a national abortion ban.
Yep.
They will brutally attack trans kids. They will brutally attack. They already showed last night they want to kill. They've said this. They want to kill migrants. They want to round them up and deport them to the places where they left that they will die. They want to invade Mexico.
Or even better, if people are smuggling drugs over because the cartel has threatened their family, you want the border agents to just shoot to kill. Just take them out.
They don't even have to prove that they had drugs.
Just
If they have a
ask the questions
backpack.
later. Yeah.
If a kid has a backpack and they think that it's holding drugs, they could shoot to kill. This is not like an okay thing to just go, well, I don't really like Joe Biden. I don't
do
really
politics.
no. This is not an election to sit down and watch from the sidelines. This is not Joe Biden versus Trump. This is democracy where we currently live in, where we're holding on to by a thread right now. We cannot let this happen. And the only way to do that, you have to vote. And you have to register to vote. And you have to make sure that your vote counts.
Yep. And drag
this
people
is-
to vote. Make them go. Have a buddy.
This is not going to be fun. This is not going to be lighthearted. People are dying because of these people's policies about what Trump and his damn Supreme Court has been doing.
And that Supreme Court's not going anywhere. They're all like 50.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
until we're about 50, they're still going to be in there.
Yeah. So we cannot allow these types of judges to be placed in these high positions in which people are being affected greatly. And all the corruption that's going on too.
Oh man, Pragmatic Crystal in chat says May 1st, 2023, the first quarter of federal lobbying spending blew past $1 billion for the second year in a row.
Oh God.
And then people wonder why, America, why can't you just get your act together? Because I don't have $1 billion to outspend the people who are buying all the politicians.
Yeah.
I can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's by design.
So, yeah. And vote locally too.
Very important.
We're gonna start getting a little bit more into local politics, especially on Filthy Americans, because that's where they get you. That's where things change rapidly, and they change without you noticing.
Oh, I forgot. We have an update from Dalton. So I watched the last Dalton City Council meeting.
Yay.
I'm glad I didn't drive down there, because if I would have driven down there, I wouldn't have been allowed in. The mayor had the fire chief lock the doors after the meeting started so that nobody could come in. And the only reason anybody knew about this was because a lady came up in public comment and said, oh, and by the way, you know you're not supposed to have the doors locked, right? What if there's an emergency? And then everyone just kind of like, and then
Yeah.
I'm in the live chat like, you can't lock the fucking doors to a fucking city council meeting. That's illegal.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of illegal things going on in Dalton. I'm currently going through all of the meetings and cleaning up the footage so that people, if they want to do stories of their own, they can use our footage instead of cutting through the 4 hours per meeting. That's how long her fucking meetings were. About 2.5 hours was her just, you know, going over all the YouTube videos she had made that week and forcing the residents to watch them. Forcing the residents to watch them before they were able to make public comment.
God.
Workers still haven't been paid. The budget hasn't been passed. And they're currently at almost a $7 million budget deficit, and she's still trying to spend money. They just found another credit card that the deputy chief of police had in his name that they have no receipts for and no money to pay. Like it's terrible to see a black community being torn apart from the inside, because she was a trustee herself for 8 years. I guess learned all the mechanisms.
Yeah.
And is now completely taking advantage of the situation, and to this entire city's detriment. Like, she's spending money that's going to take them a decade to like make back in property tax. Like the city just don't have it.
Yeah.
They haven't increased their property tax in 30 years because the people can't afford it. Like, they'll all lose their houses, so they just like have to leave it super low. She's just blowing through it.
Which means schools go down the drain, public facilities go down the drain, roads go down the drain.
Well, that's okay, because that's
safety.
That's all the stuff that she's fixing.
Oh yeah, obviously.
But the vendors aren't getting paid. She's like, oh, all these trees from this storm, we got all the crews out there cutting down trees. They're paving potholes, fixing alleys.
It's all pretty.
Yeah, but now you've spent $5 million in 1 year, and you don't have any money. And she's like, well, I'm getting grants. I got grants coming in. Where is it? Can I see it? Can you put it in the bank account? No? All right.
Yeah, our city manager is pretty much on top of everything. Like, we have a really good city manager, and we cannot do any of that here.
Well,
that's the importance of a city manager, by the way.
Well, they're a village, so they're a little bit different. So they don't have all the positions, but they have like a city executive or something like that. But it's a little henchman. He makes $100,000. He makes $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
The median income, again, for everybody keeping track at home, for Dalton, Illinois, is $24,000. And he makes $100,000 to drive around town not paying people.
Just say, do this, do this, do this.
Yeah.
That's not good.
And like the contractors are showing up to the city council meetings saying, hey, can I get my check? Can you guys like approve my check? And then the board has to sit there and be like, bro, we don't even have a contract with you. The mayor called you and said, come on in. And you said, okay. And you did the work, but you don't have a contract with the city. She's telling you to do shit. I wish you wouldn't listen, but I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Don't listen to her.
Yeah. Like, what do you do if you're the rest of the city and the mayor's just running around saying, yeah, we'll have that. Yeah, we'll have that. Well, 2 of those. And we'll have a big Christmas tree for our celebration. And what are those? If you're just a guy and the mayor of a city is like, hey, can you do some work for us? Sure, why not? This is city work. This is guaranteed money.
Mm-hmm.
$5 million later.
Yeah, bad idea.
Bad idea.
Bad idea. All right.
We're getting out of here, y'all. So y'all be good. Be safe. What's today? Today is... Oop, wrong screen. Today is the 7th. So we should have a couple more weeks of shows before all of our holidays shut down. And then, then some rebranding that I hope you guys are like, hey, Tux TV. Tux TV in the chat. Have a wrench. Wrenching everybody. And if you're not on YouTube, that's where all the wrenches are getting handed out. Yeah. All right. We love you guys. Be good. See you next week. No raid. Goodbye forever. Bye.